Hey Veritas. So we've been talking a lot in science about weathering and erosion, and today's word was sediment that we learned about. So sediment are basically little pieces of broken rock that were weathered off of rock, right? A bigger piece of rock broke due to weathering, and those little pieces of sediment move, which is erosion when it's moving. Okay, so in this water there is sediment floating. So if you look right here where Charlie's hanging out, you can even see in the water, the water is moving that way, and the sediment, or the different types of inorganic matter like the clay and the sand and the silt that are in there, are moving downriver with the water. Okay, so you can see real here that the water is actually moving pretty fast. Okay, and it's moving down the river this way, right? And with it is moving a lot of that soil that's there. Soil is moving with this water as it goes down that way, further down the river. Okay, so this spot is cool because we're right on a corner. We're right on a curve here. So the water is coming from that side and it's coming this way and going down the river this way. Okay, so erosion is happening all the time, slowly, a little bit at a time. Okay, so what's cool is you can see how deep I'm on the outside of the curve, right? So here's the inside of the curve going this way of the river. And then this is the outside of the curve as the river goes this way. Okay, so the outside of the curve, you can see this water is moving really pretty fast. Okay, we're on the outside, so this water is actually moving faster than it is over there on the inside of the curve. And if you look at the water over there, like over in this area, it almost looks like it's kind of staying still and it's still moving, but like, right, take a look over here if you can see. The water on the inside is barely moving at all, right? But the water on the outside of the circle, on the outside of the river, I mean, is flying. It's moving really fast. Okay, so as the water comes around this corner here this way, what's happening is it is depositing lots of soil right here. And you can see it all built up right there. Right, it's really shallow over there. If you look over under that log, there's like 4 inches of water. If you look over here, there's 4 or 5 feet of water. Right, so what's happening is the water is actually, erosion is happening more quickly on the outside because it's moving faster. This water is moving real fast as it goes on the outside of the river like this, and it is actually taking more soil. So erosion is happening more on this side of the river as it goes down this side, and it's happening less over there. Okay, what's actually happening is it's going to get shallower and shallower and shallower and shallower on this side. So when you come back out next year, the bank will actually be a little more out this way, and then the next year it'll be a little more out this way and a little more out this way, right? So it's piling up. Basically the soil is piling up on the outside here. It's moving from further upstream, and then it's kind of landing right here on this corner where the soil that's in the water on the outside is actually continuing to move and continuing to take more soil with it, right? So that's how you end up with these big curves in a river, is because it's depositing soil here, which will eventually be the bank, and it will be more of a curve this way. And this side is being broken off. It's being eroded little by little every day because that water is moving a lot faster here, and erosion is happening a lot faster on the outside than it is on the inside. On the inside, it's kind of the opposite. It's actually being just dropped off there. A lot of it is being deposited in that spot, and it's making the land more on this side, and it's digging away from the land. It's eroding the land or breaking it off on this side. So pretty cool. But inside the water, all the soil is little tiny bits at a time are making their way down the river. As it erodes, it's moving further that way. All right, enjoy.